Hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. So today we are here in Lockington. Basically, we'll be getting thoughts from citizens with regards to the president current nomination that is circulating all around the country. So we are here with Mr. Cllr. I think he will better introduce himself to us and provide his own synopsis regarding the president, nomination towards these two individuals. So welcome to Liberia TV network, Mr. Cllr.
You're welcome. And I'm James Kiasudu. Once again, I'm a resident of Lockington to be specific. It's a pleasure being with you today.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So what's your take with regards to the president nomination that is circulating all around the corner with regards to Frank Musa Dane? So what could you actually like to say about that?
In my mind, and constitutionally, it is the constitutional prerogatives of the president to replace or appoint anyone to government position to perform at the will and the pleasures of the president. And when it comes to Article 4, that is the prerogative of the president. But when it comes to expediency, I believe that it is not necessary the fact that the president has less than 3 weeks to go out of power, and the elected government or the elected president will soon be taking over comes January 22nd. For expediency, I think it would not be necessary that the president make any appointment now, because you will be putting people to power that will be making decisions for other government to come, more especially when it comes to the revenue aspect, which is LRA. While it's true that Thomas Doe now just passed, and I think it would have been a better thing that it will be vacant until the incoming president, Joseph M.Weah, to elect a revenue commissioner or general commissioner at the LRA that will go for 4 years, because of tenure position. Any attempt now to put any other person that the president want to put there, while it's true that you'll not be violating the constitution, but it might interfere into the decision making of government to come. Because as you are aware that LRA is the revenue generating arm of government. Apparently, Joseph M.Weah and Jeremiah Pakun, they might have somebody who they feel that might be the best technocrat to be able to generate revenue fast and efficiently on behalf of the Liberian government to boost their revenue base. So it might not be the proper choice for the incoming government, and if he can occupy that tenure position within the 11 hours, the 2 weeks or 3 weeks for the people to come in, actually it will not be a final decision for the incoming government. So are you simply trying to say with all of these qualification credentials that Mr. Wolokoli has from the Ministry of Finance, and for the past years he has been working, are you simply trying to say if he gets out LRA, there won't actually be some success story to be told? He might have a credentials to work as Deputy Minister to Finance, but this is the revenue arm we are discussing when it comes to generating. It's from the background of finance, so how can you reconcile that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But every government have their own technocrat, have their own expert, and to have perfect control. But government is continuity. But we have opposition. Our situations in Liberia here, when the person is not specifically from the party that they will not let to operate fully. Even if the president is qualified? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, from the opposition camp. And you know that these guys will not they are not happy for the incoming government to succeed. And the government have people on mind that they feel that can occupy that place and be able to generate the revenue, to be able to boost their revenue base. And Samora might not be the choice of the incoming president. So dated back, the president also said when he considered defeat, he said that he was not going to make any nomination, even if it comes about. And today he is carrying on the nomination and per law. Yes, the president is right. So what could you say about that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For expediency, I don't know what sparked all that last minute to turn decision. But for expediency, actually, if I can meet the president or I'm closer to the president, I will advise him that that area will be vacant until the incoming president can come to power for the sake of the Liberian people. Because this government is leaving a heavy burden on the incoming government when it comes to employment based on government wage bill. And the only time these things can happen when the incoming government put into place the referral technocrats to those referral places, more especially to the Liberia Revenue Authority. And like I said, the government, incoming government, have somebody on mind that they believe in. They believe that that person have the necessary expertise, even more than Samora, and will be able to listen to them, to work as a team, to be able to function properly in generating the revenue that will meet all the expenses that the government is leaving on the head of the incoming government.
So of recent, prior to the president nomination, I think you followed the Musu Gloria Scott case. So what's your view about this whole Musu Gloria Scott issue?
I have not been actually following, because when the time the Musu Gloria Scott thing took place, it was during the election, the campaign time. And we were busy with campaign activities. But of recent, prior to the ruling, that followed the pathologist or report, the two pathologists report from Liberia and the guy from the US, and there was some discrepancy. One said that they could not agree with the other person said they could not agree with this. And that is a criminal case in both, that is government against or the defendant against the state, and they went through, and at the end the ruling came against Musu-Scott. But as I learned, Musu-Scott, Gloria Musu-Scott, the former chief justice lawyer, is saying that they will be able to take an appeal to the Supreme Court. Until it gets there, then we can know what happened. But to admit, I was not fully following the case of Gloria Musu-Scott because of my own engagement with the campaign activities that just ended.
So as we move to head the 2024 in January, what do you foresee from the JMB transitional team or the JMB government?
Well, this transitional team is already in place. We are working in collaboration with the outgoing government, and we are achieving the fact that a committee has been set for the inauguration. But we see it to be colorful at the end. We see smooth transitions from the incumbent to the incoming government, and from the way we look at things, the way things started, the president accepted the result, and within 48 hours, the transitional team from both sides were funded, and they have started, and we are making progress. So I foresee a smooth transition to the Joseph M.Weah government, the Unity Party.
So my name is Cyrus Diwise. I'm a resident of Logan.
So with regards to the president will-be nomination that is circulating all around the corner, what's your take with regards to the president's decision at this particular point in time? The Frank Musa Dane, the Mr. Samura Wolo Colley issue to LRA, and for instance...
First, let me just say this. I think the president's actions to nominate at this time is perfectly unconstitutional. I know the question would be, what do you say when the president has all authority to do appointment and dismiss? But here's the issue. There is the same president who on the 18th of this very month decreed in so many counts that for a count number 4, counts again, when the 10th counts again, count number 4 really stated that no government institution, agency, ministry should implode. I think the president covers the executive. That executive also comprised of ministry and covers the entire country. So if the president said no one should employ, he should not be the one employing. Appointing Musa D to the Supreme Court bench is an employment, because that place, Musa D will be there for the rest of his life. I think so. So if you putting him there, cutting him from somewhere where the term is already expired, maybe he could be replaced and bringing somewhere is employment. Secondly, what's going to happen is...
Don't you think it is because of the expediency of what happened to the Supreme Court, wherein one of the councillors said he is ill, and I think the presidency is expedient to say that, oh yes, indeed, there's a need for us to actually, place someone in this position as soon as possible, because there could be issues that are actually coming out. So don't you think it is based on that the president took that decision?
So Justin, now we have been here for more than a year in the first place. The president has 2 weeks. Yeah, we have the 2 weeks to be leaving the presidency as president of the Board of Liberia. So Justin, now we were here, few days ago to light the Christmas light. And immediately after the Christmas light, he left for Ghana. Look, this thing is a plane. It's a plan. Bringing Justice Namwe issues to the Liberia people to think Justice Namwe is not well, so he need replacement is not timely. Leave the rights of the issues with the new president. We understand our constitution right, but we need to think about a lot of issues. In the midst of people calling for audit against this government, you want to use somebody who have been defending the government, stranded millions of dollars from the people. There is the same Musa who presided as justice minister when the cocaine case, millions of dollars of cocaine case never went anywhere. Even though the cocaine was fixable, the drug was fixable, was seen it, but the government was guilty. Honor him, watch. So why are you going to do it here? What reason you expect for the Liberia people to get from out of Musa? You're going to get nothing. So there's no need to bring Musa. Secondly, there was a speculation yesterday, and I hope that speculation will be going back to where it came from. Samuel Wolo called it is supposed to be appointed to go to the LRA. Though government are not officially informed the Liberia people.
LRA.
Yeah, LRA, sorry. Government are not officially informed the Liberia people. We also on Facebook the loss of one of the bosses at the LRA. So based on that, you want to bring Samuel Wolo Kwali to appoint me. In 2 weeks, we'll keep appointing because at the position of Samuel Wolo Kwali again, you're going to appoint another person there. At the position of Frem Musadi, you're going to appoint another person there. So what are you doing?
So, but don't you think that because of his financial background and his expertise and credentials that he have had over the past years and up to date, the presidency is necessary to appoint him at the LRA as director?
Why is the record of the finance ministry under President Weah? The record of the finance ministry under President Weah got it all broke.
According to a report, they said we had a budget surplus.
So the very judges you have in the country are going 3 months without taking pay. You have budget surplus. How is it affecting the lives of the people when you have budget surplus? Okay? We as civil servants have not even taken pay as I speak. But you have budget surplus. How is it affecting our lives? So that was a paper talk from Samuel 12. We all know what Samuel 12 can do. Samuel will not be a principal director of Samuel 12. Know why it's coming for him.
So are you simply trying to say if Samuel Wolokole is to be appointed as director, that will also be a paper talk at the LRA?
The LRA will go bankrupt. The purpose for appointing Samuel Wolokole is because these secrets don't need to come to the public. What our government done to the LRA funding? We don't need to hear it. So if you appoint Samuel Wolokole, they will definitely have to hold the secrets of what they do with our money.
So what's your take about the Gloria Musu-Scott issues?
The Gloria Musu-Scott case was a bluff.
When you say bluff, what do you mean?
So the very thing is that the jurors are protected under the lawsuits and nobody questions them. I think if you go around, you not find one juror put photo for you to even know them. They are guarded, they will be living in the community, nobody will know whether they are jurors. They'll be seen at the court with different faces, nobody will know. They are guarded by security through or where they sleep, where the government know. But people with them. So these jurors, they are not legal-minded people in the first place. They use their knowledge to tell who is guilty. And this is a very tedious crime. You went for evidence, you raise evidence, you come and argue on it, and at the end of the day, you say that juror case. Okay, say it's a law that it is juror's case. Jurors are decided. The family will go to another step because they have to pass by that level of juror. The jurors, they are not legal people. Jurors decided on the basis of contradiction in statement according to them. Even though the DNA suggested that there was a male DNA in the finger of the deceased. So, if females are apprehended on behalf of male, I see as a contradiction. So the jurors did not do well.
So are you simply trying to say the judge based on perception?
So the judge role in play was to allow the juror to proceed in error. That was the role of the judge. He allowed the jurors to proceed in errors.
So what do you foresee if the case goes to Supreme Court?
The Supreme Court will now apprehend Gloria Musu-Scott and her family.
Really?
Yes. They will walk out free.